Charlie, what are you going to do? Obviously, you'll probably be drafted the second day. You could be, who knows? Maybe some team looks at you as a late second round draft pick, early third round pick. Where are you going to be? How are you going to celebrate when you get drafted? Are you going to be with your family? Are you going to be with your friends? What are you going to be doing when it comes to the draft on, I guess it will be April 29th?
Yeah, I'm at home. I'll just be at home with family. Just keeping it small. My family, my grandma and my girlfriend coming in, but that's about it. Just like about 9 or 10 of us, just keeping it quiet. I was told that you want to keep the draft party small because just in case something bad happens, you don't want to have to explain to the party. But no, I'll go see my friends after or something. But the actual draft party will keep it small.
Well, I just want to let you know, you're probably going to be drafted on my birthday, which is April 29th. So that's good luck, bro. That is good luck. You're talking to somebody that's born right around the draft every single year. Last year was the draft. The first round of the draft was on my birthday. This year, the second and the third round are going to be drafted. Going to be on my birthday. So maybe you get drafted in the third round, and maybe you get drafted by my team, the Jets. I mean, they don't need a tight end right now, but maybe they, in the future they'll have somebody, working and getting ready for, 2-3 years down the road when they need somebody. So I listen. You seem like a really good kid. I would love you to come here to New York. We'll show you around. We'll take you to the vineyards, you and your girlfriend, and you can come and celebrate my 41st birthday next year. You like to drink. This guy, he knows every single beer. He's drinking every single beer known to man. Every single
known to around here, I guess.
We go everywhere.
I don't know about in where you grew up, when in Iowa or in Oklahoma where you were growing up. I don't know about any of those breweries, but
Charlie, this guy, every time we go out to a new place, he's always testing this kind of beer, that kind of beer. It doesn't matter what it is. He's going to test it. He's going to drink it, and then every time I see it, it's either 2, 3, 4 new beers every single time we go to a place. So
nothing wrong with that.
I know you like your beer, so maybe you go drinking with this kid. I think I'll tell you this right now. Even though you're 6'6" and 250 pounds, this guy will drink you out of the bus, man.
Oh, I bet. I mean, I was trying to get my body right for everything. I'm not at peak performance right now.
Listen, this guy's like 150 pounds soaking wet, and he probably can outdrink half the people when it comes to beer.
Oh, absolutely. The guys who could drink the most in college were always the short white guys who were about 150 pounds, but they just put down a whole pack themselves.
It's crazy. It's unbelievable. I tell that to everybody. Everybody makes jokes, and I say, this guy will drink you out of the bus. Not a question. But anyways, before we let you go, man, because obviously you're busy and you're getting ready for the draft a week from now, and we'd love to get you on when you get drafted because I'd love to talk about the team that you're going to and how excited you are going to those teams. Is there a particular team that really stands out that if you had the opportunity to play for a coach or obviously a quarterback that you want to throw to throw the ball to you? Is there a particular team, if you had a chance to go to, is there a team that you would like to play for?
Oh gosh, I try to avoid that game.
I know, but listen, you grew up. You obviously were a football fan. Maybe there's a coach out there that maybe at those interviews, there was a coach out there that you really, really liked at the interviews. Was there, you don't have to name one team. Is there like 3, 4 teams that really stand out to you that you would want to play for that particular coach and that particular quarterback?
I'm not bullshitting you. I really don't. Like almost every coach I met with at the combine was great. This is the NFL. There's so many good quarterbacks. Obviously, playing with a good quarterback makes it easier.
Of course.
A good quarterback.
Of course.
I mean, as long as I end up in a situation where I get an opportunity. I'm sorry I'm giving the vanilla answer. But
it's all right. I'm a vanilla person. I actually like vanilla and chocolate, so let's put it together, man. I like my chocolate and vanilla, but with a little sprinkles, man. But what was I going to say? I have a feeling I know where you're going to go. Okay,
what's your guess?
I'm going to make my prediction. You ready to hear this? Okay. You will be drafted early 4th round by the Green Bay Packers. That's where I think you're going.
Okay.
All right. So if that happens, and I'm right. Okay. Or you're going to have to do something. We're going to have to get you out here.
I'll buy the first round.
What happened?
I'll buy the first round.
You buy the first round. I'm not a drinker, but you know what? If you come out here, I'll drink with you, okay? How's that sound? So, to me, I think you're a great kid. We've interviewed some great future prospects. We had the top 50 on the show last year. I think it was last year. The top 50 prospects going into the college last year, and now we've interviewed a couple of draft picks over the last couple of months, future NFL draft picks, and you are. I think you really stand out. I think you're a good kid. You're smart. You're educated, and honestly, you got a good personality. I think you would fit here in New York, either with the Jets or the Giants or even Buffalo. I mean,
it's funny. So like I had like good success academically and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so like my coach at Iowa State, so the question I would get would be like, so, some scout would come up to him, he'd go, so coach, super smart, really does a good job in academics. Is he just weird as fuck or what? And so I was like, so when I come into the interviews, like I'm just relaxed because like I'm just being my authentic self and just shooting the shit. But yeah, it was really funny when he told me that. I'm like, oh shoot, I guess I got a bad reputation going in.
I'm reading about you right now as we're talking to you, and you had out of all the tight ends, you have one of the biggest hands. You're actually pretty fast for a tight end, and you're very strong. They say that you're very strong. You're not a great blocker, but you're very strong when you get out. And you're running your routes. So, and you got, you're a strider. You have a very good stride. So I'm looking forward to watching you and getting the opportunity to really be a fan of yours. I never got a chance to watch Iowa State play. I'm not going to lie to you. So I had never seen you play. But I've watched clips of you. I've popped it up over here. I'm watching bunches of, clips that pop up as a prospect. I'm looking forward to watching you play, man. And I listen, there are a lot of tight ends that were drafted in the 3rd and 4th round that became NFL superstars. Sure. And if you believe in your talent and you believe in the work and you put the time and energy in, you can do anything. And you're a smart guy. You know that. You come from a family of smart people. So I really do. I'm first of all, I'm going to be a fan of yours. I want you to succeed. And I want to, when you become an NFL superstar, you could say, you know what? I interviewed with those guys, and they're two of the funniest and the best interviews I've ever had. So,
absolutely.
You know what?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not going to jump on your shoulders, man, when you're 6'6" and I'm like 5'10" and you're twice the size of me. But for a guy my size, I'm 220, 230 pounds. I'm a pretty big guy. I work out. I'm a workout guy too, and I'm coming off an injury myself, and I was an athlete. So I really respect people like you, kids like you, that, you have a dream, you went after your dream, and you're going for it. And now you have the opportunity to really make a name for yourself and support your family in the future. So I really respect you, man. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate it. This was fun. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
A couple of other comments just from our fans. One of our fans, Jeff, says, your coach at Iowa State, Matt Campbell, is one of the best coaches in the country, he thinks. And one of our other commenters, Carl, also said Seattle. The team that could draft you.
I agree with the Matt Campbell comment. He's the best. I love him.
He was going to be an NFL coach, right?
Yeah, he was in a lot of talks last year.
I know the Jets were interested in him.
A lot of talks last year that he was getting some NFL, that he could have gotten an NFL position.
They released the Lions offered him a job and he turned it down.
Yes. He turned down a couple of jobs, but I think eventually he'll take an NFL job. When the right job comes along that just really stands out to him, I think he will get an NFL job. He's coached a lot of good NFL players. His program's as good as any program right now in the country. And that's, look at you, man. You have an opportunity to really succeed and come out of Iowa State and become a successful NFL player. And you should be really fun to watch moving forward in your career.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Looking forward to getting to work.
Yes, and we're going to be talking to you because once you get drafted, I'm going to have Speedy reach out to you. And I want to get you on the show. I want to know your thoughts of that team. And if it is the Green Bay Packers, man, I'm going to tell you, I told you so. Remember I said that. I told you so. So just remember I said that. And I don't know if you talked to Green Bay, but they need a tight end of your stature.
I had a formal with them at the combine. So
really, look at that. Oh, look at that. So maybe I am right.
There you go, gaining some traction there.
You know what?
You're going to talk yourself into this theory and just become more confident.
You know what? I should be the new Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper should be coming for me.
Errol also has a fan share of the Green Bay Packers, so maybe he'll be negotiating with their draftees.
I own a piece
at the end of the 3rd round. Here you go. Hey, Green Bay, you should trade up for this this guy.
I've got one.
Minority owner.
I have one share of the Green Bay Packers.
So you own like that little speck of dust.
A little speck of
Taiwan?
dust, I might own a piece of sand of them. Okay.
You don't own the seat. You just own like the back of the seat.
That's right. I own nothing. How's that sound? I own the bottom of the gum on the shoe of every single player. How's that?
That's a good deal.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know what? Rodgers, you're lucky you got that contract. I was one of the reasons why you got it. So there you go. Anyways, Charlie, thank you for joining us. And
yeah, it was a blast. Thanks, guys.
I'll be rooting for you, and we'll talk to you soon, bud.
Stay good. Have a good evening, guys. See ya.
Absolutely.